Hello there, welcome to Yoga with Anja and welcome to this grounding autumn flow yoga practice. Don't worry if you practice any other time of the year, the focus is grounding, but you can use that and need that, I'm sure, in summer or any other seasons as well. We're focusing on autumn because we're currently moving into this beautiful time of the year. And autumn, also if you look into the Ayurvedic tradition, is said to be very grounding. We try to invite more calm and more kind of feeling the earth again into our practice, because summer can feel a bit all over the place. So it's now time to bring the awareness inward. I hope you will enjoy this practice today and I look forward to see you on the mat. So we begin our practice today in a hero's pose, which means that you can sit your hips down onto your heels. And if this is too much of a stretch for your feet, feel free to do any other seated posture, or you can grab one of your blocks or pillows and kind of place it in between your legs. So let's get comfortable, bring your thighs and your knees together. And as a first gesture of grounding today, allow your palms to face down onto your knees. Then lift your shoulders up towards the ears and allow them to soften back and down away from the ears. Your heart is slightly lifting, crown of the head moving up. And then if it's comfortable for you, allow your eyes to close completely, or otherwise just find a softer gaze here. And as you arrive on your yoga mat today, just allow yourself to arrive. Allow yourself to let go of anything else happening around you and really become aware of your own body, yourself again. Draw your awareness towards the area of your sits bones, your hips, and feel your hips grounding down towards either the mat or your feet underneath you. And imagine from there, your legs are connected to your mat. And then it's that sensation of rooting down towards the earth. So you can visualize your house or your flat or anywhere you're practicing, the ground you can visually see or feel underneath you. And then anything you might think of that is coming underneath, that endless earth, that ground that keeps you nice and steady, nice and connected. So imagine rooting down. Feel heavy through the sits bones, your hips, the legs. And then notice your upper body. And notice if you can create a bit more length through the spine. So straightening out the back. Crown of the head is reaching up. And your upper body can stay nice and soft, shoulders away from the ears. So with that feeling of heaviness or groundedness in your lower body, that upward lift of energy and softness in your upper body, start to draw deeper breaths into the body now. Notice your inhale moving down into the body. And release your breath on the exhale through the nostrils. And now for a few deep belly breaths, really visualize that you're breathing down into these roots. That could be that you're visualizing kind of below the earth. You're breathing the energy down, then you take it up from the earth. Or you can simply visualize breathing down into your lower belly, that space just below your navel. And let's take 5 of these grounding breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in nice and deep. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Take 3 more rounds in your own counts. Notice the movement of air within your body. Notice your body rising and falling with that sensation. Very nice. One last breath here. And a nice long exhale to begin our practice. Very nice. You can keep your eyes still closed or softly open your gaze. And now let's connect movement and breath. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Full stretch. Hands come together into prayer and then draw your hands down through heart center. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lengthen through the side body. Feel a stretch all the way into the fingertips. Exhale to release. Chin to the chest. 1 more round. Inhale, full length. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bow your head down for a moment. Really arriving here in this practice in your body today. Beautiful work. And then release your arms and change into a cross-legged seat if you're not already there. So we're coming into a cross-legged seat. Make sure your sits bones are on the mat. You're taking the fleshy part away from underneath. And then bring your left hand onto your right knee, right fingertips behind. With this right hand, really prop your body so you can elongate your spine. And for a first round of twists, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. So every time you're inhaling, feel the length in your body. Every time you exhale, notice if there is more space to twist to the right. And twists are a really beautiful way to detoxify the body. So if you're currently changing from one to the other season, this can be a beautiful way to release. So really breathe deep. Enjoy this movement. If it feels good, you can send your gaze past the right shoulder, stretching through the neck muscles. Very nice. And then release, come back to center. We're going to switch over, right hand on the left knee, left fingertips behind you. Again, use your fingertips to elongate the spine. Keep the chin away from the chest. And with every out breath, start to twist and turn to the side. Every time you breathe in, imagine your belly inflating and also feel your lower back slightly kind of stretching. So you're breathing the air into the front and back body. You're exhaling to twist. Very nice. If you've done it on the other side, send your gaze past that left shoulder. Very, very nice. And then release your body, come back to center. From here, extend your left leg out and bring the right foot towards the inner thigh. And without tensing up the body, try to press your legs down. You can keep a bend in the knee or straighten it and flex your toes fully toward you so you feel your legs rooting down. Bring your left hand down and then start to stretch your right arm up and overhead for a first side extension. Open up your hand. Feel how you're sending energy into all 5 fingers. And dedicate that breath into this right side body that you're opening here. Next time you inhale, come back to center. And exhale, let's move to the other side. And here you might notice you can lean quite a bit further into this side stretch. And while you go towards the right side here, think of pushing the left heel away from the body. And now let's connect it to the breath. Inhale through center, exhale side stretch. And while you're moving here, keep changing the position of your neck. So you can look into different angles of the room, different areas of the room. And let's take one last of these side stretches. Stay aware of your legs here. Beautiful work. And then from here, look down towards that left leg. Bring both of your hands onto either side of this leg. Then turn your body so you're facing the left thigh. And then start to extend the hands forward. Come into your forward fold here. And this is a position where sometimes we feel we can't really go far. Don't worry, it doesn't matter how far you're folding here. You can hold onto the foot if that allows you to stretch through the hamstring a bit more. But it's more bowing towards the earth here for today. So you find your breath, shoulders are evenly relaxed. Every time you inhale, you visualize the chest rising, body kind of stretching forward. Every time you exhale, see if you can find a bit more softness, a bit more release. Let's take one more breath here. And then to come out, use your hands, lift the body back and up, and then let's change over to the other side. You can have your hips as open as you like here. Again, make sure your sits bones are on the earth, toes are flexed toward you, and then bring your right hand down and extend your left arm up and overhead. See where you want to look at, what you want to gaze at. And then let's inhale through center. Exhale into that side stretch. And like we did before, let's do that 2 more times, a little bit faster with a breath. Inhale, exhale. Keep grounding your legs down. Also here, the left knee you could slightly push down towards the earth. Once more to the left. And then next time you come over to the right, like before, turn your body towards that right leg. Bring both hands onto either side. Think of turning your belly towards the thigh. You can hold onto the foot, or you can just stay there and start to forward fold. Visualize your spine here. Imagine the crown of your head is moving past the nose, so you're looking forward. You keep the chest open. And take a couple more breath cycles here. Soften the shoulders with every out breath. Very nice. And then with the help of your hands, lift the body back up to center. And then let's move into tabletop. So come into tabletop and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingers are spreading wide. And then right away, curl your toes under. And for some of us, this can feel very intense. So don't worry if you feel like it's almost or just the big toe touching the mat. This is also okay. If you can, curl all 10 toes under and then start to sink the hips back to the heels. And we do this a few times, rocking forwards and back. And the main aim here is to stretch through the soles of your feet. So keep the whole awareness in your feet, the soles of your feet. And the feet that are carrying us around all day, that sometimes get left out and don't really have a lot of attention. We really want to send it some love today and release any tightness. Sink your hips as far back as feels good, and you can always stay for a moment. Beautiful work, very nice. And then return back onto all fours, untuck your toes. And then for cat and cow, drop your belly down, lift your chest and your gaze. As you exhale, round from your tailbone first and really rip up through the spine, lift the shoulder blades upwards. 4 more rounds in your own pace. Take it nice and slow, but exaggerate this spinal movement. So your whole back is getting something from this movement. Lower, middle and upper back. Very nice. Let's take a couple more. Remind yourself to move from your breath. Keep pressing your hands, your feet gently down. Very good. And then find back into your tabletop. And we're going to do a grounding or a grounded warm-up flow today. And we begin in the same way that we've just started, cow pose. So drop the belly, lift your chest and your gaze. As you exhale, round your back, but this time sink your hips back to your heels. into child's pose. Soften the forehead to the ground. As you inhale now, press the feet and the shins down. Lift the upper body. Lift your chest and extend your arms all the way up. Breathe in, hands into prayer. And breathe out, surrender back down to the earth. So your hands come back into child's pose. Now let's come into downward facing dog for the first time. Curl your toes under and lift the hips back and up. So this is our flow, our warm-up flow for today. Inhale, lift the heels. Drop the knees down right away. Drop the belly, lift chest and gaze. Exhale, round. Sink your hips back into Balasana. Then start to press the big toes down. Lift your upper body. Inhale. Feel this nice openness here. Heart towards the sun. And then you're exhaling and you feel the body surrendering again. Downward facing dog. Connect your hands and lift the hips back and up into down dog. One more round. Drop your knees down. Inhale, open the chest and your gaze. As you exhale, round the back. Hips to the heels. Then again, use that full breath cycle to lift up, to open up through the heart. And then for child's pose, allow the body to soften back. Hands reach forward, downward facing dog. And then take a moment to stay and find any movement in your downward facing dog that feels good here. You can bend the legs. You can move the hips side to side. And while you're moving today, keep connecting to the earth. So feel your hands, your feet, every part of your body that is connected to the mat in a posture, nice and solid on that ground. Then come to a moment of stillness. Lift your sits bones back and up. Keep your arms long. Beautiful work. And then soften the knees back down for low lunge. Step your left foot all the way forward to the outside edge of your mat. Both hands come to the inside. You can stay on your fingertips, on your hands, or you can use blocks here underneath your palms to bring the earth a bit closer towards you. Untuck your back toes now and then start to rock the hips slightly left and right. Find any movement here for the hips that feels nourishing. And keep breathing deep. Send your breath down into that area. Just below the navel, down into your hips, wherever you can visualize. Beautiful work. And then come to a moment of stillness. And for your lizard lunge, you can either soften the elbows further, you can come onto the forearms, or just stay as you are. Close your eyes and breathe into this position. And while you soften here, you want to keep the feet connected to the earth. So light pushing down. Then keep your right hand where it is. Take your left hand onto the left knee and start to open your knee out to the side, just as far as it feels good. You're rolling onto the outer edge of the left foot. And as you do so, again, gently press the foot down to support your body here, or to connect to the kind of the muscular energy. Reach your heart forward, and then you can start to twist slightly here. The main focus is the hips. So keep breathing and softening into that area. Very, very nice. And then come out by grounding your knee back down to center, and then swing the left leg all the way back. Give it a little bit of a stretch here, a bit of length again. And then let's take a downward facing dog in between. So hands ground, hips are lifting back and up. You can notice now how one leg and then the other feels. Hopefully there is a difference. Let's move over to the other side. Step your right foot forward. You can do that straight away or by bringing the knees down first. Hands to the inside. Ground your back shin down. Have a look that your foot is in line with your knee and not popping in or out too much. And then start to move in any way that feels releasing for the hips. Keep softening. Keep breathing into it. Beautiful work. And then come back to a moment of stillness. Surrender into this posture. Soften your upper body down as much as you like to go. Forearms or hands. Very nice. And then keep your left hand where it is. Right hand onto the right knee. Lift your upper body away from that thigh and then start to roll onto the outer edge of your foot. Remember the left leg as well here. Ground the left big toe down and the outer edge of the right foot. Thread your heart forward and then you can start to twist and turn around as far as feels good. One more breath here. Beautiful work. And then move any blocks or props you had aside so you can swing that right leg back. And then for your downward facing dog, hands come forward, lift the hips back and up. Now as you start to walk your legs, take it forward. So walk your feet all the way through to the top of your mat. Feet are hip width or a bit further apart so you can relax your belly down. Hold opposite elbows. Relax your head down in between the upper arms and then start to sway the body left and right. And again, give your feet a little bit of care here, a little bit of love. So roll over the soles of your feet. You can lift the toes and spread them back down. Upper body is soft. And then release your arms down. And I would like you to connect to the earth here now. So either your fingertips or your hands, and the feet are now on the earth. And just as much as you can, close your eyes. Connect to that sensation. Feel your hands rooting, your feet rooting down, so it gives you that sense of stability. Just breathe into this fold, relax the head and the neck. Very nice. And then inhale, take your hands to your shins, lengthen the spine, take the palms all the way up to your thighs, reach the crown of your head even further forward. And then for chair pose, sink your hips low. Have a look that your knees are above the ankles so you can see your toes still. And then reach your arms forward. Arms are on either side of your head. Thumbs are drawing back. Now let's inhale, reach up, hands come into prayer. And exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Very nice, beautiful work. Now as you stand at the top of your mat, stay there with your right foot and step the left foot back and open it into warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat, front heel in line with the middle. And then as you sink forward, again, it's always knee over the ankle to keep the knee safe. Arms come into warrior two arms. And then start to roll through your shoulders. So you roll through the shoulders by taking them forward, up and down your back. And again, invite some strength into your legs here. So your legs are connecting and your upper body is nice and soft. Find a moment of stillness, look over your front hand, your front fingers. And then bring your palms behind you, interlock your fingers at your lower back. As you breathe in, open the chest. You can come into any amount of chest expansion you like. You can draw your knuckles down and away from the body or stay there. And then for humble warrior, start to lean forward and bring your right elbow, rather your right shoulder, as close to the right knee as you can to the inside. At the moment I'm not going too far, but you can go as far forward as you like. The main focus is still on chest expanding, so squeeze your shoulder blades in. Stay aware of your left and your right foot. Keep breathing. Very nice. And then release your right forearm onto the right thigh. Start to lift and lengthen through the chest. You can stay here, hand on the lower back. So this gives you again that more grounded sensation. Or if you want to extend upward, left hand comes over the head. Feel length in the whole body from your hand all the way into the foot. One more breath here. Very nice. And then lift all the way out of this posture. Arms back in warrior two, arms. And then soften your hands down. Feet come parallel to one another. And then for a wide-legged fold, inhale, bring your hands to your hips, open the chest. And exhale, start to extend through the spine. If the floor feels too far away for your fingertips or your hands to reach, you can hold your legs. And like in Uttanasana, you're standing forward fold. See if you can keep your legs quite long here. And then start to draw the crown of your head towards the earth. Have a look that the weight is in the middle of your feet. You're breathing into this position. Very, very nice. And to come out, bend your knees, hands come back onto the hips, and then lift all the way back up to standing. Start to heel toe your feet in together. And let's take a round of flow in between. So come to stand at the top end of your mat. Hands come forward, and then once you inhale, lengthen the body. As you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands, step back into your plank or low plank with the knees down. Shift the body forward, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, cobra, or you can do a little push-up like me. Curl your toes under, and downward facing dog is where you lift the hips back and up. Look forward, start to walk your feet all the way through to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, come up to standing with a nice open heart. Exhale to release. Beautiful work. Let's move that over to the other side. So keep your left foot forward and then step your right foot back any amount that feels like a good distance. Check in with your alignment. And then once you're ready, lengthen out your arms. Be aware of your whole body. Again, the legs rooting, the upper body being rather soft. And then for opposite circles, start to move through your shoulders. Shoulders draw back to the ears and then forward and down. Every time you exhale, feel the shoulders dropping, maybe a bit of an amount of stress releasing. Beautiful work. And then let's come back into this chest expansion. Hands come to your lower back. Interlock them the opposite way around. So other index finger, other thumb on top. Open out through the chest. You can do the arms in extension or at the lower back. And then start to lean forward. And as you come forward into this humble warrior variation with the left shoulder towards the left knee or to the inside, feel your right leg nice and strong here. Deep, full breaths. Keep opening up through the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades in. Very nice, and then release your left forearm down onto the thigh for extended side angle. Lift your heart, stay here for this grounded version, or extend your arm up and overhead. And feel your side body here, the length you're creating in that whole right side. The openness through the hips, the soft shoulders. Very nice. And then to lift out, extend your front leg, release both hands onto the legs, feet come parallel. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to forward fold. Now in this variation, we're going to twist. So take your left hand to the center of your mat, just below your head. Again, you can use blocks here. And then inhale, reach your right arm out and maybe up. Go as far into this twist as you like. Breathe in and out. Again, remember twists can be nice and detoxifying here. So expand your belly and then draw your navel into the spine. And then release your hand down. Make sure your legs stay nice and strong here. And then open the left arm out and up. Inhale and exhale into this twist. One more breath, reach into your left fingertips. And then exhale, forward fold. Just take a moment to surrender. A moment to release. And to come out again, hands onto the hips, lifting it halfway. And then all the way back up to standing. Heel toe your feet back in together. And then let's take a last round of flow for today. So come to stand at the top of your mat. Palms are open in Tadasana. And then inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway, elongate the spine. Release your hands and take it back into plank or half plank with your knees down. Shift the body forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower down or halfway. Inhale, cobra or push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more here, find length in the body. Really enjoy this full body stretch. And then drop your knees down to the earth. And for a very soft balasana, child's pose, bring your big toes together. You can have your hands towards the heels or create a pillow for your forehead. And right away as you get here, just allow your body to soften. For this very moment, just let go of any awareness of postural movement or alignment, and rather feel into the body. Feel your body connecting to the earth and maybe drawing energy up, anything you need. Slow your breathing down. Beautiful work. And then nice and slowly come onto your hands and then lift yourself up into a seated posture first. And then lower all the way down onto your back. And as you come to lie down on your back, bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to open in butterfly. Bring your hands onto your lower belly. Close your eyes. Shuffle the shoulders away from your ears. And start to bring your awareness back to, again, that root chakra, or that place of where you're imagining is where you feel that you're rooting to the earth, or where you feel stable. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And with every out breath, just let go a little bit more of your practice. And again, grounding can also be the idea of surrendering, where you trust to let go. Take your hands to the outer legs and slowly guide your knees back to center. And then for your final resting pose, Shavasana, extend your legs down, extend your arms away from the body. I'm just going to come up into a seat as I guide you through Shavasana. But please find your way into a full comforting position. Allowing the legs to move away from the body, with your feet flopping open. Your eyes are now soft and closed. And for these next few moments, see if you can allow your body to release. Feel the whole weight of your body softening and grounding down towards the mat. Your body is heavy and relaxed. You take an in breath and you let go on the out breath. Your body is heavy and relaxed. And please stay in your Shavasana for as long as it feels nourishing and nice. And whenever you start to move again, move mindfully. And I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for your trust. From my heart to yours. Namaste.